From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone. Proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Winner. This is Mark Ingram. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. This is Johnson, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They go play action with Taylor. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, it's Taylor. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 57 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Mahomes now on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Terrence Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. And Nick Bolton there on the tackle. Play action, it's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Taylor from his end zone on 3rd and long. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So they got some pressure, maybe hoping to get a safety, and they get roughing the passer.
And gave up a pass completion as well. Nothing really went right on that play for them.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Taylor. Dumping it off for Johnson. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Hardman on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Taylor to throw. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. That's caught. He finds Amendola again.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now Taylor. Screenplay, Johnson. Touchdown, Texans. David Johnson from 13 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Time rolls around. Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios. Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking to throw again on second down. Taylor, he's going to sling this deep downfield.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They go play action now. Taylor. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Play action. Now Taylor. He's going to go deep for Conley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jimmy Moreland. Boy, the coverage there airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot in the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He's going to go deep for Conley. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Taylor. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Taylor. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Mahomes now on first down. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 45 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
Nowhere to get away. Down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Jaron Reed, his second sack of the night.
But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Now Taylor. He's letting it fly for Cooks. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Taylor to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. And he is going to have a Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins there to make the grab. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Edwards-Helaire out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I'll tell you, Brandon, seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Texans touchdown. Tyrod Taylor doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On first down, Mahomes.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete to Marcus Robinson, the intended target on that one.
And it's second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Finding Kelsey, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. The effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Taylor to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Taylor. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Ingram again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 67 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fists and said, let's fight, and showed their crowd that they were into this one.
Then that's the thing. The crowd responded. They were really good in this game.
Yeah, they were not going to be pushed around. They were not going to be intimidated. They refused to back down and came away with a victory.